Red alert in DC. Adam Peters is building a super team, and the NFL is shaking. Commendation. Get ready for the unthinkable. While your franchise quarterback was sacked 47 times last season, the front office is working behind the scenes. They bring in a Pro Bowler who would lock down his blind side. But that's not all. The legendary linebacker who transformed our defense turned down million-dollar offers to stay in Washington, and now a tight end with hands of steel is joining the Burgundy Revolution. Coincidence? Nitrogen monoxide. This is the master plan Nitrogen Monoxide 1 wants you to discover. The Super Bowl window is wide open, but these moves are just the tip of the iceberg. Subscribe, an OW, or risk missing the secrets that could make history in the Capitol. And now I bring you this, Commanders faithful. Do you really think we can keep letting our franchise guy, our golden boy, Jaden Daniels, get punished like a punching bag? Because I don't. Let's talk about a bold prediction that could shake the NFC. Listen, Commander family, Jaden Daniels gave us a record-breaking season. 12 wins, clutch moments, and a trip to the NFC Championship game. But, and here comes the but. Do you know how many times he got sacked? 47. 47 times, Commanders. What's the point of giving him weapons like it's Call of Duty if he's getting smashed into the turf? I'm telling you it's pointless. Now, here comes Ronnie Stanley, the Pro Bowler from the Ravens, the left tackle who played every single game in 2024. Yes, that guy. Pro Football Network calls it a bold prediction. But let me ask you, who cares if it's bold? What matters is if IT works. Stanley allowed just 3 sacks in 17 games. 3 Commanders, compared to Daniels' 47. Do the math. But is it risky to invest in a 9-year veteran who 2 seasons ago was more broken than a flip phone? Of course IT is. But if Stanley is over his injuries, this isn't a risk. It's a strategy. $20 million a year? With the cap space we have, would you rather save money or protect the guy who just gave you 12 wins? I say we back him. Up like he's the Capitol building. Don't give me excuses like there are other candidates. Do you think an unproven prospect is going to give Daniels what he needs right now? We're in a Super Bowl window, people. Stanley doesn't just bring experience. He brings respect on that line. And if the front office doesn't make a move, we'll be the laughingstock of the NFC once again. But tell me, Commander Nation, is Stanley the missing piece? Or should we go for a younger tackle in the draft? Drop your opinions below. And if you don't agree with me, let me remind you that without protection, not even Patrick Mahomes would save this team. It's just been confirmed. Washington Commanders make a power move, but is IT enough to change the team's fate? I've got news that's going to shake the Capitol. Commanders fans, Bobby Wagner isn't leaving. I repeat, the Titan, the General, the heart and soul of this defense is signing for 1 more year in Washington. And you know what? This isn't just a smart decision. It's a no-brainer. But don't come at me with he's too old nonsense. I'm telling you right here and now, this man is worth his weight in gold for this team. Remember last year's chaos? The defense looking like a ship without a rudder? Well, Wagner came in and fixed IT. Dan Quinn brought him in, and I swear it was the most crucial move of the season. Not just for his tackles or interceptions. No, because Bobby Wagner is the blueprint for winning in the NFL. What do you think happened in that locker room? He taught them how to prepare like champions, how to get back up after every loss, how to believe. And how much is that worth? More than an $8 million contract. I'm telling you. Now, some might say, but Steven, he's 35. Isn't that a risk? Now, let me ask you, would you rather lose a leader who transformed the team culture in just months? A guy who, without talking much, made Frankie Louvu shine like never before? Or who is helping Jordan McGee learn from a future Hall of Famer while recovering? Come on, Commanders fans. This isn't even up for debate. And you know what's even better? Wagner negotiated his own deal. $9.5 million with incentives. And he deserves every penny. Even the Raiders with Pete Carroll wanted him. But guess what? Adam Peters didn't let him go. Because in Washington, we know how to keep the guys who really make a difference. But listen up. This isn't just nostalgia. It's strategic. Wagner may not run like he used to, but who needs legs when you have a brain? He reads plays better than anyone, commands the defense like a general, and in clutch moments. He's an emotional force. Imagine him mentoring a rookie we draft this year. That's how you build a legacy, people. That said, here's the big question. Will this be Wagner's last dance? If so, are the Commanders ready to send him into retirement with a Super Bowl? Because he deserves it. And if they don't get it done, who's next? A draft pick? A free agent? I want to hear from you in the comments. Which player should come in to learn from Wagner before he calls IT a career? And don't forget this. While other teams will blow millions on flashy stars, Washington is investing in leadership. Was this a no-brainer? Absolutely. But now, will IT be enough to make the playoffs? Tell me, Commander Nation, do you think Bobby Wagner will lead Washington to the playoffs in his farewell season? Or should they have already found his replacement? Remember when Adam Peters arrived and everyone thought, does this guy know what he's doing? Well, now he's shutting up the skeptics. First, Bobby Wagner. 10 Pro Bowls, All-Pro, the leader of a defense that was an absolute beast last season. And now, Zach Ertz. You know why this isn't just a contract. It's a statement to the league. We're going all in. Let's break this down. Ertz isn't just any veteran. In 2024, he revived his career like a phoenix. 66 receptions, 654 yards, 7 touchdowns. And that's with Cliff Kingsbury using him mostly as a blocker early on. But once they let him loose, he became Dan Quinn's third down safety net. Need proof? Week 14 against Philadelphia. 3 crucial catches on the final drive to seal the win. He defines clutch. But wait, this goes deeper. You know what happens when a locker room has real leadership. Wagner commanding the defense, Ertz teaching the young guys how to be a pro. Ben Sinnott, the second-round rookie learning from a master. Picture this. Ertz showing him how to find soft spots in coverage, how to sell a fake route. That's not something you draft. Now, let me ask you, what if Peters had let Ertz walk? That would have been a massive mistake. Without him, who keeps the locker room steady under pressure? Who gives Jaden Daniels that reliable 3rd and 8 target? John Bates is a solid blocker, but he's not a red zone threat. Listen up. Word at the Combine is that Ertz has been playing with a chip on his shoulder ever since Philly let him go, and Washington gave him a second chance. Think he's retiring now with this team on the cusp of a Super Bowl run? No chance. This guy wants revenge and a ring, and Peters knows it. Let's talk money. 1 year, $5 million. 7? Who cares? Because this isn't just a contract. It's an investment in culture. Ertz is worth every penny for what he brings off the field. Example? Back in December, after the team lost 3 straight, he was the one who pulled the offense together and said, "This doesn't define who we are." The result? They won 5 of their last 6 games. But IT's not all perfect. What if Ertz gets hurt? What if, at 34, his body just says, enough? That's where Peters comes in. He's got a plan B. This is a GM who found George Kittle in the 5th round in San Francisco. You think he doesn't have a hidden gem in this draft? Of course he does. But until then, Ertz is the bridge. And don't forget, Cliff Kingsbury loves versatile tight ends. Remember Travis Kelce thriving in Arizona? With Ertz, he can run 2 tight end sets with Sinnott, creating pre-snap chaos. Imagine this. Play action, Ertz fakes. A block, Sinnott breaks free. This is 3D chess, people. Now, my big question for you all. If Ertz resigns, is this the move that pushes Washington to the Super Bowl? Or do they still need a game changer at another position? Comment with hashtag RING and let UEs know. if you're ready for the golden era. And remember, this isn't 2023. The Commanders aren't just a feel-good project anymore. They're coming for it all, with Quinn Peters and a fan base that packs the stadium with energy. The message is clear. You're either with you, else or in the way. Hey, Commander Nation, key questions today. Because this season's decisions could change everything. First, Stanley, is he really the elite tackle we need to protect Daniels? Or should we take a chance on a high-upside rookie in the draft? Let's not forget the offensive line. Is the difference between being good or unstoppable? Second, Bobby Wagner, the veteran, wants to retire. As a champion, is his leadership enough to carry use into the playoffs? Or should we quietly start preparing his successor? And speaking of passing, third, Zach Ertz. Would re-signing him be the catalyst for a Super Bowl run? Or just a temporary fix while the team finds their X factor elsewhere? These questions will define our 2025 season. So, Commander Nation, drop your theories in the comments, because this community is more than just fans. We're strategists. Your opinions drive you forward. DONT, forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our draft breakdown. And let's build this season together. And remember, hail to the Redskins!